Hey guys, welcome back and happy Wednesday. All right, guys. Well, a huge thank you to everyone so far this week who has been there, downloaded Hot Messy Podcast, and even went over to Hot Messy Podcast on YouTube to check out, well, the video version. Now, with that, we have two T's in a pod. We have Heather Gay, who has now unfollowed them, Tamra Judge, who's talking about this new season. Lots to talk about, lots to discuss. This is kind of awkward. But before we jump in, if you guys haven't already, go ahead, smash that like button. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. And with that, let's jump right in.
It's time for all your binge-worthy pop culture news. Welcome to Up and Adam.
All right, guys. So Heather Gay and Teddy and Tamra, right, we're going to get to that, but they apparently had sort of a rift ever since BravoCon, which I feel like with BravoCon, it created so many different rifts, and I'm not really shocked about that. But before we get into all of that, the Heather Gay of it all, it looks like Tamra Judge is talking about Heather Dubrow on The Real Housewives of Orange County and teasing that this is going to be one of the best seasons of them all. When Tamra's return was finally announced, it was speculated that the cast was shaking in their boots, and some had reportedly danced on Tamra's grave during her firing in 2020. Thank you to Reality Blurb for mentioning it all. When Entertainment Tonight asked what her big takeaway was from season 17, Tamra simply exclaimed, "Holy shit." We knew this, guys. We knew when Heather Dubrow was announced for season 16, we would get the opulence back. Yes. The only problem with that is you have somebody, and I think that the main issue was she has a lot of control, or at least it seems that way. And I think that it just seemed like nobody would go up against her. Nobody wanted to piss her off. Nobody wanted to be excluded from the big cast events. And yeah, that's awkward. She then explained, after 2 years of sitting on the bench, being on pause, getting fired, I came back with a lot of energy. You could totally tell this from BravoCon because she came back and you would have thought like, holy shit, Tamra didn't go anywhere. And you don't want to piss her off. Ugh. Tamra added, I had a lot of built up resentment and anger, and it might show. I had some things to get off my chest. Yes, and nobody was off limits. She's already lost out before. Why would she hold back? And to be fair, in Tamra's defense, I just want to say this. Some people did celebrate her firing, which is really effed up because, well, you're taking food off her table, money out of her pocket, and also she's changing her house. She's trying to figure out, how do I navigate this? A lot of stuff happened, So if you're going to sit there and celebrate her losing a lot of money, which it was a lot of money, yeah, why would she not be pissed? When the host questioned if she was on the naughty or nice list, she responded, depends on who you talk to. I think I might be on the naughty list. Tamara was also questioned on where she stands with Heather after the rumors of their feud, and she said, we don't stand. Not together? Well, I mean, that's all I can say. She's not going to give too much because just as quick as she was fired and brought back, she's not going to get fired over giving Entertainment Tonight too much information. She also said, we have some things to fix, and she teased that fans will see that their problems play out this season. She stated, I think it's probably one of the best seasons in many, many years. In addressing the new year, she shared, I'm leaving behind in 2022 the fact that I fucking got fired. 2022 is moving forward. She also admitted that not all of her castmates, missed her while she was away, but I'm coming back just a whole new Tamra. Zero shits this year, zero shits. I mean, guys, when she was at BravoCon, they were asking her on the BravoCon panel, and I know you guys have heard me say this before, but it was wild to see in person. People were asking her, or the host, the moderator, was asking her, like, how did the women react when you got back? And she's like, they were all afraid of me. They were all shaking in their boots. To feel that confident, being able to deliver that message, holy shit. That's how you know this is where I stand. I don't give a shit. I'm coming back. I was fired. You want a show? I'm not going to give you a regular play. I'm going to give you a Broadway musical. Now, with that on top of it, Heather Gay has unfollowed Tamra Judge and Teddi Mellencamp after what they're calling a podcast diss, as Teddi shared what the Real Housewife of Salt Lake City star was concerned about. They did this recent podcast episode with Brandi Glanville, and hold on. In the current season, viewers are witnessing the fracture of the alliance of bad weather. Heather and Whitney Rose, who seem to be ride or die friends, also cousins, let's not forget that. But trouble descended on Paradise when Whitney insinuated that Heather was lying about an off-camera conversation regarding Lisa Barlow's alleged affair. In a December 2nd Instagram post, Teddi mysteriously hinted that one housewife had just unfollowed her and Tamra, and she also suggested that her recent podcast episode had something to do with it. I mean, yeah. No shit. Then in a new December 5th episode of the podcast, Teddi and Tamra identified Heather as the culprit. She is the one that unfollowed us last week, said Teddi, before Tamra added, Heather Gay has officially left the building. I think, though, Heather is like, you got to pick a side. There are no neutral grounds here. But also, Heather, I believe, and I don't want, listen, I like Tamra, I like Heather, I like Whitney, I like all of them. I don't have a dog in this fight, but I believe in the moment, actually, I feel like I know this for a fact. In the moment that Jen Shah appeared in Teddi and Tamra's hotel room, I think it was Tamra's, at BravoCon, Heather Gay was there. She was the one who invited her up to the room. So I think that she felt like, hey, we have some sort of alliance, and in the Housewives world, you never really have an alliance. Teddi shared that this was a shame because you're only as good as your last week's episode, which we always say we could come back around. Why did it happen? Teddi and Tamra, well, they hinted at an explanation saying the thing is, like, we're judging you on what we see as viewers. We're not judging you on your character. Now, the Real Housewives of Orange County star continued, I would have to say, when we met Heather Gay at BravoCon, we liked her. She was very sweet. She was fun. She was energetic. Now, Teddi then added another piece of the puzzle, saying that she was very concerned about, on who we liked more than the other. She was like, why did you guys have Lisa Barlow on one night and not me? It almost makes it seem like as if Heather Gay is thirsty. And if you're going to paint her in that light, yes, of course, she's going to step away. She's going to walk away, and she's going to be like, that's my opinion. As of now, Heather is feuding with Lisa, who recently posted an image of Heather's father's obituary in an attempt to prove her wrong about a former dispute. And the feud intensified as Whitney, who is also Heather's cousin and part of bad weather, or at least she was, chose to align herself with Lisa as the friendship between Whitney and Heather deteriorated. Two T's in a pod, they are disrupting the community and the Bravo world, and we are here for every second of it. Guys, I don't want to just give you this opinion and not ask what you think, so go ahead and comment below. What are your thoughts? How do you feel? And also, if you haven't already, go check out yesterday's episode of Hot Messy Podcast, anywhere you get your podcasts. If you want the video version, you can go to Hot Messy Podcast on YouTube. And then we always post really fun community polls. I asked you guys about Kathy Hilton and how she acted at the People's Choice Awards. I wanted to know if you thought it was rude that she was putting on lipstick while someone was receiving their award, or did you think that it was just completely innocent? So go over to our community tab, let us know, vote in that. And in the meantime, I love you guys, and we'll see you so very soon. Holy shit, I have to get ready for this podcast interview. I don't know what the hell's happening in the Bravo world anymore, but I'm clocking out. Love you. Bye.